don't think that he's good for you.
How do you know what's good for me?
That's my opinion!
Don't you?
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining Sandra P's Gen Extra. Thank you so much for joining me for the second time today. I appreciate you. And it looks like I have some type overlay. I apologize. All right, there we go. Thank you so much for joining Sandra P's Gen Extra. It's great to see you. Happy Friday to everyone. Those of you who were not here with me earlier, welcome in. Those of you who were, welcome back to Sandra P's Gen Extra. We're in the building. Thank you so much, Kiwan JTV, one of my fellow content creators. Thank you so much. So, Ladies of London this morning was the actual review that I did, and it was season 4, part 5. It's the new reign. So watch that if you have not. It's still pretty good. Now we are on a show that I don't even review. Kiwan JTV, if you're not over there, go over there. She does review Beverly Hills, but these ladies have so much going on. It spills over to real world stuff. You will actually see them on Instagram, Threads, TikTok, everybody weighing in. Welcome in, Ophelia Burkhalter. Thank you so much for joining me during the live. I appreciate that so much. If you are Team Replay, thank you, Team Replay. I appreciate you as well. And this is going to be about Bose versus Amanda. You don't see a lot of that from me because I can pretty much come down on any one side if they are not completely in the wrong. So all right, did I leave the studio? I hope I'm not in here double, because if I am, that's going to be a problem. But I'm back in there. We'll hear an echo if I'm in there double. For some reason, I clicked off, which is why I don't like to do a lot of clicking when okay, just exit the full screen. That's all I wanted. Thank you so much, everyone. Again, Bose versus Amanda, I don't do a lot of that. And then these two ladies, they're not even all that likable. Neither one. But right now, I have to come down on the side of one who I find a little less culpable than the other. The side, if you have to choose a side, Amanda is less terrible than Bose for right now. Thank you. I appreciate it, Kiwan JTV. And that's another bonus to having a couple people in the live at least. It does help if something goes wrong, or they can give you the mic check, your mic sounds nice, that sort of thing. So thank you. I appreciate that, Kiwan JTV. One day I'll get up on my pre-recorded game like Kiwan is. Kiwan does a lot of pre-recordeds. You get to edit and all that stuff. But I'm not the greatest editor. I'd rather just click the button. So this is why we see you in the live. And then I can vibe off the chat, which helps me out a lot. But Bose versus Amanda, if you're unfamiliar, Bose is relatively new. She calls herself Badass Bose. That's her actual Instagram, y'all. So Bose thinks she bad, and she is bad in a lot of ways. Like Nene, one thing I will not take from you is your accolades, as she used to say about Candy. You never edit. Your videos look so good, Kiwante. I can't tell. Okay, let me not out you. I said this girl's over here editing. She said nope. She said she just like a one take lady. Okay, I love it. I'm trying to get like that. So live, I don't really have to. I don't go back in and do anything. I think I would if I had pre-records. But welcome to this live, Bose versus Amanda. Bose, to me, last season was her first season. I didn't like how she came in. She lost a lot of the audience, just the way she moved with Garcelle. And I'll tell you what I think of Bose. Bose is one of those corporate divas to me. This is from my own personal experience when I was in corporate America. One of the most buttoned down, to me, worst places if you are not a code switcher and all of that, finance. Almost like a plantation type thing. They have certain visuals that they want people to have if they're going to get to a certain level. Anybody else is going to be a worker bee, and they really enforce that. So Bose seems to me, they had different kinds of women like Bose. They would use somebody like her to put her front and center, and I'm not taking away her accolades or anything she's accomplished. She's been with some big name powerhouse companies. I'll go through her resume a little bit. Bose is one of those people that certain men will allow to get power or put in power so that she can do things to others that they're not able to do without a lawsuit or bad publicity or something like that. So Bose will kind of be an enforcer. I know she's in marketing. They're saying she won the Marketing Hall of Fame or something like that. Congratulations to Bose. But I think she's one of those people that if you had to work with her closely, for me, I wouldn't want to be on the team of a Bose because I feel like she's one of those that would throw you under the bus to protect herself. So that's just what I think about Bose. A clear man will put her in power. Yeah, exactly, Kiwan J. I mean, that's what I see in Bose, and I'll just go through a little bit more. So hopefully, I think she has met her match in Amanda. Amanda is a little bit younger. She may be right at 40. I'm not sure. Bose is not. Bose, I don't believe it's 50. Bose DOB is somewhere around 77. So I don't know if that's Gen X or a older millennial. I'm not sure. But there's some things about Bose I don't care for. When she came onto the show, she presented herself to Garcelle, but kind of do like an interview process with Garcelle. So tell me a little bit about all the rest of the ladies. And Garcelle was kind of taken aback, rightfully so, because she didn't know Bose either and said, you should get to know them for yourself. But Bose took that as a negative, and Bose also knew there can be but one, at least in her mind, because there are ladies out there that are like that. And she had something against Garcelle since then. She latched on to Dorit. Dorit, to me, was very passive aggressive and almost verbally aggressive to Garcelle. To me, Dorit is the one. She'll speak in those clip tones. Now, I'm okay for Dorit this season because she's giving it to Kyle. I like to joke, I'm one of the 11 people that still like Kyle. I know of Kyle from season 1 and even before that, and it's not an excuse, but she's always been like that. Kyle hasn't really changed at all. Kyle is the same with her sisters as she is with other women. She's kind of a pick-me. I don't know. There's something in Kyle that I just have compassion for her and how she is. But we know she's a secret producer. When she puts that producer hat on, you kind of can see what she's doing. Kyle, I don't know if Bose sees it yet. Bose is very smart. Kyle doesn't really see it for you anymore. That's one of the reasons why she's kind of taken Amanda under her wing. Maybe. Now, Kyle's not really giving a lot of storyline. She didn't tell us anything about Morgan. We got a lot about Morgan this season, more so than last season, and we no longer care. But I'm supposed to be talking about Bose and Amanda. So what I'll do, I'm going to go through just a little bit of their history or their resume because it came up again last night. Erica was joking and reading Amanda's chat GPT when Sutton got back to the room that night. Remember, they're still in Florence, Italy, at this beautiful estate that Bose has gotten for them. One of her friends owns it, I believe she said. So I can't take away Bose's luxury credentials. Bose knows some people that they've got access to some funds. So that I will give her that. Now, the wigs with a hump in it, I'll never give her that. Bose, I don't know. I think them people may not like her or something. Her stylist, she travels with a whole team. Somebody could hold the good wigs or know how to do something. I don't know what she's doing with all this up here. But she thinks it's, makes her stand out. And it's not needed. It's too much hair. It's too big. It makes too much go on up here. And we don't need that. But Sutton is the one that ended up telling Amanda that Erica searched her on Chat GPT. So I watched the after show to get a little more insight. And Amanda was reading from Bose's Chat GPT. So I pulled one for the both of them. So I'm going to be like a teacher. If you do something to this one and this one did something to you, I want to get to the bottom of it. I may pull in a neutral third party, and then both of you are going to end up equally in trouble. And again, I have prefaced everything to say, I don't really care for either one of them. Both of them can be a little bit insufferable, but on this particular feud right now, Bose is the one that is the most wrong, in my opinion. She tried to sister girl Garcelle. Yeah, you have to watch that. When they start that mess, those are the ones that are really, when they can code switch like that, I'm sister girl with my sisters. And then the main one, she goes back in there. Well, Mr. Charlie, I've spoken with Garcelle, and you probably couldn't even recognize Bose when she's in one of those meetings and she's the only one and she's talking about us. So I don't care for that when it comes to that. So I'll start out with Bose. Let's see what I put in here first. I pulled a few things up on her. It's like she applied for a job. So I'm going to look and see what Bose has submitted. All right, Bose. I looked at Chat GPT. Now, I'll be fair. I'll start with her own website. Let me try to pull this up from here. It's called Let's Live Urgently Together. Now, at certain angles, Bose is stunning. She's tall. She's about 5'11". Her body is gorgeous. She looks really good. I'm going to give her that. I'll be fair to her. I'll pull up her website first. There's no sound on it, which is fine because I can't get the sound anyway on here. But I'm going to share this screen just so you see. I want to be fair to her. This is her website. You can do it all. The urgent life, the wife life, the sister life, the immigrant life, the C-suite life. She's got all this stuff up here. Now, one of her things against Amanda is that Amanda's not giving anybody details on how to do anything. Amanda is just talking about manifestation, and that's kind of mumbo jumbo. But look at Bose's website, and it's gorgeous. That must be her signature. I love people with signatures like this, honey. This is practice. You can't just write like that. Many people don't even write script now. Or maybe that's actually, it could be script that is written for her, but if that's your signature, Bose, you a baddie. Bozoma St. John. So that's her signature, top left on her page. She has a book that she has written. Let's look at the book. This is the book. I don't know if it's a story of her life. Okay. First sentence, she talks about when she lost her husband to cancer. She decided to live life with urgency. I won't read the whole thing. She lost her college boyfriend to self-deletion. Bose, I didn't know this. Navigated an interracial marriage, grieved a child born prematurely. See, there's a lot of things. Now, she could have actually bonded with Amanda on that, but to me, chose to attack her on that. So she gives a lot of details of her life in the book. So good on her for that. That's the book. Now, this is where a point of contention between her and Amanda. Are you waiting around, wondering what your next move is? This is workshops, y'all. This is kind of what Amanda does. She's saying it's not the truth. Now, and everything is alleged, and in my opinion, if I can get to scroll without clicking on anything, I'll do that. Let me see. Everything is alleged, and in my opinion, y'all, I do not. Okay, there we go. All right, so she has a badass workshop, and you can sign up today. But allegedly, and in my opinion, y'all look at that hump. What does Bose have for these humps? That is terrible. Her skin is stunning, though. Bose is shining. She's shining. But what is with the hump? I don't get it. Why doesn't she just have that front bang and then the long part? I don't know what it is with the top, the hump. I don't know. So she's saying you can watch each level on its own. You can if you missed out on both, you can sign up for the whole damn thing. This is what Keywan J said. Bose likes to do that sister gal thing. So Bose, you're selling something. I'm putting my money out for your business. Why are you in here talking to me like this, like you're my cousin? Okay, we don't have to do this. This is too much. But there is an urgent life super session, breaks down her memoir into lessons for the badass workshop. So she's helping people architect their greatest self. Again, this is all manifestation. If you're Gen X or even if you're younger, we had something back in the day called The Secret.
I don't think that he's good for you.
How do you know what's good for me?
That's my opinion!
Siri, stop. Yeah, I don't know why that came on. But the thing about it is, I'm sorry, The Secret would allow people to manifest. And manifest, if you name it, claim it. That's the Clark sisters. Gospel is also in the Bible. A lot of scriptures. Power of life and death is in the tongue. That is what Amanda's doing. That is what Bose is doing. Amanda on the after show was also talking about her return rate. Bose pretended, well, what do you get? If you don't like her courses, you have to buy another course. That's not true. Amanda said, if you don't like her course, you get a refund with no questions asked. She said the main number of refunds they did is that people wanted their money back. They didn't realize they had already bought the course and for some reason bought the same course again. So she did refunds for that. But I don't know why Bose was in such a pinch for Amanda to explain what her work is. And she's saying, well, that's the way that we get to know you. I think the way you get to know someone is a little bit of the work, but also of the personal. So these are the prices. Bose has the Urgent Life Super Session. This is very reasonable, Bose, very reasonable. You get one super session, it's full access, $50. So you get in-depth analysis and the blueprint to Bose's book. I think that's really good. Then you get unlimited replays of all recorded sessions. So why aren't these selling, y'all? Then you can get a badass workshop. That's $100. That's level 1. All 5 sessions. Goes up to $150, $250. So Bose is offering a lot of stuff. Allegedly, they're not selling. I don't know that. I mean, I'm not sure. That's what I've heard. This is pretty. That's her. Wow. I don't know why she and Amanda are getting into it, but it looks to me like she started with Amanda. So that's Bose's own website where she's out here, selling stuff from her business. But I will go back and tell you a little bit about what Bose has done in her actual work life. Because some of those powerhouse companies, I haven't seen a resume quite like Bose. Bose's resume is top of the line. But the thing about it is, and then some of the things that people were talking about is she actually doesn't have long tenure with any of the companies. So that's kind of interesting. There's a question as to what happened with the career as far as the longevity within some of the companies. So she is she's been chief marketing officer. That's the CMO. That is C-suite. That is the head of the line as far as marketing. And again, she's in the Marketing Hall of Fame. Here's some of the companies. Apple, Netflix, Ashley Stewart, Beats Music. It says Jimmy Iovine Beats. Well, Beats was actually Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre. She led PepsiCo's foray into music festival-based marketing and had a big name in that. I can't find the 10 years now, but it was between like 1 year to 1.5 years, 18 months, 2 years, but everything had a really short tenure. And then some of the questions that were being asked of why the tenure was so short, just a consensus that people had. There was on Reddit. I'll read a little bit of that. Now, Reddit, in fairness to Bose, anybody can post on Reddit. So I'll just get a summary of the comments in Bose's section. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Bose's behavior in comments, bullying and mean girl tactics. Many Redditors feel Bose has been overly harsh, especially towards Amanda. And then they summarize some of the comments. Bose, I see why you did that apology video. Some of this is kind of damning. It says she's being a bully and a complete B. I don't like how she's going after Amanda. It's not necessary. It makes her look like a bully, a mean girl. Some Redditors pointed out inconsistencies and hypocrisy. Fans have pointed out Bose's behavior can be contradictory. Bose was also agreeing with Dorit that Amanda used her baby's death to weaponize. That was particularly disgusting. I think Amanda was trying to get out of the hot seat, but if I were Dorit, whatever issue Amanda had with me, once she said that, I'm done. And she told me it was the anniversary of the baby twin not making it, I'm done. I wouldn't have kept talking. So it said Bose made a pretty rude, mean girl joke. So that was about the mask. And then she denied saying, and she's recently apologized for that. So then there's mixed reactions. Some fans appreciate her perspective and find her a solid addition. Others are less enthusiastic. I'll side with the people that find her a solid addition. Even though I don't like her behavior, a lot of the times, she's a solid addition. I won't take that from Bose. Everyone deserves a friend like Bose. These are the more positive people. She really has the best perspective on everything. And that's a stand right there. I still like her. I just think she's getting tired of these women. I don't really blame her. Now, this only being her second season, she kind of knew what she was signing up for. What are you going to do, Bose? You're going to stay there and try to be yourself, or you just going to jump from side to side? Because I don't know. And then there's cult comments. Bose's comments about Amanda's business being like a cult sparked significant backlash. It is a cult. It's not a cult. As Amanda said, just because people want to buy my courses doesn't mean it's a cult just because they like me. So Amanda was throwing a lot of shade on her little segment that she had on the after show last night, which I already mentioned she sits by herself and all the other ladies are paired up. So I find that to be a little bit mean. I'm not sure why they are doing that, why Andy Cohen allowed that, but that's what they have done. So let me see if there's anything else Bose related. I'm going to go and give Amanda kind of like equal time. Oh, and then they mentioned Chat GPT. I tried to save it. Let me make sure that it comes up. Nope, I don't think it saved it because I'm not going to log in on here while we're here. Oh, it didn't save it. It just saves the site. Let me, since they Chat GPT Amanda, I'm going to Chat GPT Bazoma St. John. All right, high profile American marketing executive known for her bold personality, cultural influence. Y'all know she is Ghanaian. And I believe she was raised in Connecticut. I read over it and then forgot, but she is Ghanaian. So I do see her in a lot of her country's native dress. I do like that about her, but I hope that she's not, or she's raised partially in Ghana. Hope she's not using that to be one of the sister girls and make her acceptable, palatable to certain ones in business, because they do like to cross a lot of T's and dot a lot of I's at one time. They'll say, oh, she's a woman, she's Black, she's Ghanaian, and they will use that as a bunch of diversity hits and then say that, well, look, we've got this woman in marketing and she's amazing. She's this, that, and the other. So they do that a lot. Thank you, Keywan JTV. Keywan JTV is putting up a little bit of housekeeping. Support the channel, friends. Like, comment, and subscribe. Yes, please do that, everyone. It keeps me in the algorithm. I appreciate that so much. And if your team replay, please use the new hype feature. You get 3 per week. So I would appreciate 1. Thank you. So her major career roles, ChatGPT is very flattering. This is really good for Bose. Bazoma has held top marketing positions at some of the world's biggest companies. Netflix, so she was the former chief marketing officer. Remember, that was her main field. She's in the Marketing Hall of Fame. Endeavor, Uber, I knew about that one, Apple Music, and PepsiCo. She's known for fearless, outspoken leadership style, championing diversity and representation in corporate spaces, blending culture, music, and storytelling into marketing, strong personal brand, and public speaking presence. So her memoir is entitled The Urgent Life. 2023, so that must have came out the first season she came on Beverly Hills. Okay, so that, Bose, you got a lot going for you. It just makes it a little more puzzling to me why she is kind of picking at Amanda Francis a little bit. I don't understand it. So while I'm in Chat GPT, I'll just go ahead and see what they have to say about Amanda. She's an American entrepreneur, self-described money mindset coach, online business personality known for teaching women how to build wealth through mindset shifts, personal branding, and digital businesses. We have some key facts: business coach, author, online educator. Her focus is wealth mindset, entrepreneurship, manifestation style coaching. Her audience is primarily women entrepreneurs and small business owners. Amanda built a large online brand selling digital courses on making money online, coaching programs, content. Okay, we knew about this. Rich is F, that's her self-help book. We know she does the journals. She tried to do a private journal session, one of the episodes, and the ladies didn't like it. Bose was particularly negative. I found it really rude the way they came into Amanda's house and treated her. So she's an early adapter of Instagram-based coaching businesses, high-ticket online courses, often thousands of dollars. Now, everybody, I had just pulled up Bose's site. She starts at $50, where you could sit down with badass Bose, at least online. And Amanda is focusing on entrepreneurs. They may have more expendable cash. So she's charging thousands of dollars. Strong personal brand built on luxury, confidence, and unapologetic messaging. Influential in online coaching, digital entrepreneur space. Now, here's her mixed representation. She has a polarizing reputation. Fans praise her for empowering messages and helping people increase income. Critics question, this is what Bose questioned, the effectiveness of manifestation-based business advice, high pricing of her programs, lack of traditional business frameworks in her teachings. Most criticisms would be a valid criticism, but I'll push back a little bit on these. The effectiveness of manifestation-based business advice, it's all in the person. Anything you purchase is what you make of it. So if someone wants to spend thousands of dollars with Amanda Francis, they're welcome to do that. She has multiple courses. I don't see how that would hurt me if I don't want to buy it, or somebody like Bose who's just not interested in it. High pricing of her programs. Again, if it's not within your budget, then don't do it. That's me. If I had it in the budget, I think I could place the money elsewhere that I would feel would be more useful to me. That doesn't really hurt me as far as what Amanda is doing. Bose, I don't get it. I don't get yet why she is so negative toward Amanda. Okay, so we did the chat GPT on Amanda. Let me see if Amanda has her website, just to be fair, since I showed Bose's website. And it looks like she's been kind of a pioneer in the online side of it. Now, Amanda has recently speculated that Bose might be jealous. I don't know that Bose is jealous. She doesn't seem the jealous type, so I can't say that. But there might be a little, she might be slightly annoyed that, I'll say, somebody like Amanda without a solid resume, business resume like that, is able to just walk into a space and apparently thrive. Kyle was on the after show as well, and she said, whatever you think about her business, she bought my house. I don't know if it's a cash transaction, but we don't hear her with these stacked up mortgages that are foreclosing one after the other, like Miss Dorito over here. And that's Bose's good friend. Bose is giving all this feedback to Amanda. We're just trying to find out about your business. But she's not trying to find out about Dorito and what she actually does. So I question that. Why can't you put this laser focus on Dorit? Because that's your friend. Don't worry about what Amanda's doing. Sorry for scrolling in y'all's face. I was looking for her website if she had one. I do see Instagram. Amanda Francis, XO Amanda Francis. Now that's the interview with Carlos King. I haven't watched all of it. I've watched coverage of it on certain channels. Again, I can't stand Carlos's voice. Something about him really annoys me. But when I was looking at the parts of it I did, I felt Amanda did herself a service. She came across better than she does on the show. She's really annoying on the show. Just to be candid, I don't follow her. I'm trying to see if there's something else here in her Instagram. Oh, that's her home in Forbes. I don't know how you can call somebody a scam. She's actually living out loud in this scam, if that's the case. And then we have Bose at the end of the episode, the latest episode, said she came out of a cult and now she's created a cult. And Amanda addressed that and she said, that is crazy. I believe it. I believe that's crazy as well. Kiwan JTV says Bose is terrible. And then Bose act like she's entitled to Amanda's life. Yeah, she's not entitled to Amanda's life, but she does act like it. When she was standing up questioning this lady, I'm like, I wonder why she's questioning her like this. I kind of don't understand that. That is a little bit crazy to me. So Amanda and Bose, or Amanda versus Bose. And again, I don't see why. But I think that I will hold Bose a little more responsible for what she's doing. I don't like it. I think she's wrong to go after this lady like this. The first season, I mean, I don't think they should expect to be treated with kid gloves, but there is at least a minimum level of getting to know the ladies, even if you poke them a little bit. I don't understand this bullying type thing piling on. Natalie, who we've seen for 5 minutes, she had to come out and apologize. So I'm like, Natalie, what are you apologizing for? But she did. She came out and she apologized. So that means I think I went through the Reddit consensus. The other place I saw, okay, this is it. I'm going to show this. This is where they confront each other last night. We're not going to have sound. I'll show you that, and then I'll probably just go old school in order to show you the sound. Bose's hair was laid. I'll give her that, except for the hump again. But she had some braids in Florence. So pretty. So pretty. So they were at the Vineyard. They're giving Rachel the red carpet. Yeah, they love Rachel because Rachel already came with her pedigree. A lot of us know her from the Rachel Zoe project. I loved her in the first few episodes. Still giving her grace toward the middle because she's new, But I tell you what, Kiwan JTV, I don't care for the way Rachel is moving now. I don't do the mean girl stuff. I don't do the mean girl stuff. I'm dead. I'm bored. I'm dead with the mean girl stuff. Rachel, you're doing a little bit of mean girl stuff and piling on. I don't care if you say opposite. You're doing a little bit of that. And then stop having Caius, or whatever the little one's name is, so pressed about Roger. Let him get out of you and that grown man's business. You deal with Roger. So Rachel, I'm going to poke her a little bit on certain things, but they're giving her the red carpet, true. Natalie needed to apologize. She did. I can't believe she came out there and played herself like that. I don't believe in doing that. Okay, so here, look at Bo's hair, y'all. Look at these braids. Beautiful. Bo's got a thing with this hump. I think it's just something about her. Maybe it's a way of intimidating. She's already 5'11", so you got all this up here, Bose. You didn't need to do all that. There's Amanda trying to explain herself again to Bose. This from Threads. I follow this person because this is ranked_real. She covers a lot of the Bravo stuff. So she posted that scene. I'm going to play it just so I want y'all to hear how Bose was talking to Amanda. I'll read a few comments first. Rachel slowly losing me because keep the same energy for your new bestie. Yeah, now with Dorito, they're handling Dorito like she's fragile. Dorito is not fragile. She got them all together. You saw her take the production van and leave them. How'd you leave me in the production van? I wish you would. Left them in the production van. Just crazy. Okay, let me take that down. I'm going to go in. And then we're going to come to an end. This is just like a little half hour because it's a Sandra piece extra. So I just wanted to jump on here and read a little more into Bose versus Amanda because I don't know what's going on with that. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing this and then we're going to go old school so you can hear it. I want y'all to hear how Bose was talking. Bose was talking crazy. And then Rachel weighed in. All right, here we go.
Which is unheard of in my industry. Of less than a 3% refund rate, which is unheard of in my industry. That is a very, very low amount of people wanting refunds on digital products.
I don't know if we have to do this in the vineyard. Feels like the wrong vibe.
Okay, so here's the problem. Of less than a 3% refund rate, which is unheard of in my industry. That is a very, very low amount of people wanting refunds on digital products.
I don't know if we have to do this in the vineyard. Feels like the wrong vibe.
Okay, so here's the problem. Of less than a 3%.
Okay, y'all. And then she just started the right part. I thought she started at the part where Bose was almost like interrogating the girl. And Rachel kind of wanted to get into it a little bit, but she was like, why do we have to do this in the vineyard? Rachel, you could have shut it all down in there, Sutton there in shades kind of looking. I'm not disappointed in Sutton because Sutton is a punk. We watched her be a punk for years and let them pile on her. And then when she would have a good one-off that she would say, she would make them let her apologize. She would let them make her apologize. With Sutton, I wouldn't have been apologizing for nothing. I wouldn't apologize for being able to negotiate or have a great divorce attorney. I wouldn't apologize when she told Dorito, get somebody whose wallet fit. Your wallet doesn't fit to go at me. And she said, my wallet is. Sutton to pull that wallet out. She had to apologize. I shouldn't have said that. You should have said that. Because Dorit is broke. Broke is a joke. And she sits around here and tries to elevate herself against other people. And she's doing the same thing this season. Free to thrive. Oh, thank you so much for coming over for the Bose versus, I hate to say Bose versus Amanda, but there is an Amanda v. Bose v. Amanda, whichever side, that I don't understand why it's going on. This is only Bose's second season. This is Amanda's first season. And I don't know if you were in the bushes, but I mentioned I watched the after show for a little more context. And no matter what you feel about Amanda and Bose can be a little annoying. Nobody needs to be piled on first season. Amanda's sitting by herself in the after show. So that's the part I don't get. Why didn't Rachel check Bose with her interrogations in the vineyard? Free to thrive. I don't understand either. Why didn't she? Again, I think they're afraid of Bose. I don't know why, but they used to always cry if, well, Rachel wasn't there, in fairness. Garcelle would ask direct questions when she was going at, Erica was going through her thing with Tom being a fraud and robbing those people. And Erica and the earrings and the lawsuits, she's still going through it. And I don't hear anybody questioning Erica. They were afraid to. And now they're afraid to interrogate Bose the same way that they do Amanda. Amanda should have said back to Rachel, because Bose asked me, that's why. Yeah, she's, why are we going into this in the vineyard? And Rachel is one, she'll be above it all. I'm above Candy Bird. I fly above all the drama. She flies above the drama when it's convenient to her. But again, your friend is standing here interrogating. That's why we're covering it in the vineyard. This is where she brought it up. So that is both of them. I went over Bose's website. Didn't find a website for Amanda, but Amanda does have a pretty nice Instagram page. I did find that because I wanted to show that to be fair. Again, I don't see what Amanda has done other than, I won't even say be annoying anymore, because honestly, Bazoma St. John is annoying to me. Another thing Amanda said on the interview that she did with Carlos King, she said that she went over a lot of stuff at the reunion. She said that she wants people to watch the reunion and you'll come to some more conclusions at the reunion. So we'll see. You're welcome. I don't like how Bose treated Garcelle first. And I've been involved with Amanda's program since 2020, and she is nothing like how they edit her. Free to Thrive, I could kind of see that. But what I feel badly about this being her first season and the way she's been piled on and the way editing works and production works, she's not able to get out there what she wants to get out there. Bose is turning into a mean girl. And I put in the chat. Thank you. She's turning into a mean girl, and she was treated as if she's some type of big, here's Bose, or as she wants to say, badass Bose, and everybody's supposed to bow down. But I feel like anybody, whether they're new or an OG or a veteran, you can answer some questions as well. That's why I like bolder women that are able to do that. I think she's bold enough, but sometimes I don't care how bold your personality is. If you got a whole group of people weighing in on everything about your life, and I like what Amanda did say when they accused her of not being open. She said, how could I be open when everybody is questioning me about my life, with kind of a negative connotation, not giving her a chance. I won't say prove herself, because I don't know why she has to prove herself. What does Dorito do for a living? She wrote a book. So what? Bose wrote a book. Amanda wrote a book. That's a housewife pipeline. They write books. Gertie wrote a book over in Miami. So I don't know. I just find it hard. It's a little difficult to watch Free to Thrive. It really is. And then you mentioned that you also have gone through her program since 2020. Amanda brought up in the after show that possibly Bose might be a little jealous. I don't know about jealous, but those were Amanda's words. Jealous that Bose is not as successful selling these courses and workshops that she's doing, and Amanda has been. I pulled up Bose's website. Hers start at $50. She has some higher priced ones that go up to $250. But Amanda's can be thousands of dollars a pop. And she said her success rate is almost unheard of, as far as if someone doesn't like it and they want a refund, she gives no questions asked refunds. So I found that interesting. I was looking at it. Bose just admitted that she saw the real Amanda in the reunion, and they're good, LOL. Okay, see, that's good. And then here I am with a whole Bose versus Amanda v. Bose. Sometimes I think they do that because I noticed both of them will point, well, watch this, watch that, watch the episode, because it is being called boring. It's kind of boring. I'm not reviewing the season, though I am watching it. I watched the reviews with my friend Kiwan JTV was in here. She's a content creator. I watched the reviews of other people, and I just watched the show for my own viewing pleasure, but it is a little boring this year. I'm glad they're good, because Amanda said that Bose did understand her business. Then she got in front of Kyle and the other ladies pretending like, I don't know what Amanda does. Amanda, what do you do? And then there's a way to talk to people as well, especially if we're not friends. You don't get to interrogate me like that. You ask a question, I'll answer. I ask a question, you answer. Better even than that is if we have a conversation. But some of these women get on TV, lights, camera, action, and they don't know how to act. Like poor Natalie. Natalie, are you going to be one and done? I don't like one and done, but I haven't seen enough from Natalie. She's been here 5 minutes, and she's a Simon Fuller ex. So she's going through a divorce from Simon Fuller. We've seen nothing. She told this little lie, backtracked, came back, apologized. And I know she's new, but she's a deer in headlights. She's on the after show. Remember, Amanda's alone. That says a lot. Natalie is sitting there with Jennifer Tilly and Kathy Hilton. And Kathy was all over the place. Kathy was getting up, doing different stuff while they were still shooting. So it's worth watching if you haven't already. It is the after show, not Watch What Happens Live, but the actual after show that they shoot. So everyone, we are right at 40 minutes. So that's pretty good for Sandra P's extra on this time, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Bose v. Amanda, or Amanda v. Bose. And we just heard from Free to Thrive that they actually hashed things out at the reunion and they're all good. So thank you so much for watching me. And if your team replay, go ahead and look for the hype feature. But anyone, replay, live, please click the like button. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And I thank you so much. Happy Friday. And I hope everyone enjoys the rest of the day. Stopping in to like the video. Happy Friday. Thank you, Mrs. Best Reviews. This is another amazing creator. I was just over there. I didn't get to finish watching her Ladies of London. Bravo, people, Peacock people. Watch the review there. I did one this morning, and then Mrs. Best Reviews just dropped one. So I have to finish that one. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Friday and have a great weekend. Bye, everybody.
Don't think that he's good for you. How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion! Don't you get it? Why can't anybody have an opinion but you? That I don't think that he's good. That I